Take a good look at the current level of our effort to address our climate crisis. Is it enough? No. Not near enough. President Obama said, "Stop doing the stupid stuff." We have not even done that. This summer the Amazon is burning. Either we expand our efforts by about six-fold, or we start planning for what is next. Like the Beatles' Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. What is next has been described as a global catastrophe, a climate too hot for human society. How do we plan for that? Fortunately, a united effort is still possible. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Through a planning process, we can get our minds and technologies ready for a hothouse Earth. It is not that we will produce a final plan, but rather that we will become experienced planners. Are things really that dire? The greenhouse gases we have been dumping in the atmosphere continue to rise. Throughout Earth's long history, the average temperature has tracked them very well. Many times the Earth has been a greenhouse planet with temperatures 4 to 10 degrees above our historical normal, with deep seas and no ice. The Earth survives, life dies back and then recovers. 200 years ago we were at 300 parts per million. Today we are at 412 and still rising. At 1000 parts per million we expect the temperature to be up by at least 4 degrees, once again deep seas and no ice. Of special note are the two odd jumps in this year's CO2 chart in 2016 and 2019. These do not appear to be man-made. Natural effects, like permafrost melting, now add to the rise of the greenhouse gases. Once these predominate, we will lose any hope of control, one of the much discussed tipping points. Today, blue water adsorbs the summer sun, Arctic peat burns, and now Amazon rainforest burns. If anything, the hothouse Earths are common in Earth's history, and the glacial periods are rare. What has happened before can happen to us. We clearly are not in control of the Earth's climate, never have been. We must now plan for anything it can throw at us. The situation is too chaotic to foresee much. Still we can look at key elements of our new society to understand what we face. One such key element is the population of the Earth. Our best estimate is that it will rise to about 10 billion people about 2050 and then drop to a level the Earth can sustain. That sustainable level is now unpredictable and could be any value between 6 billion and 1 billion people. It all depends on how well we handle the transition. One possibility is that we will become a new sociality, like the ants and bees. There a few queens give birth to all the babies but the entire population raises them. We can see the start of this process today with the sudden acceptance of the gay movement. Imagine a world in which every child was valued. Every child has a virtual family, many members on the web, who support that child throughout its growth and development. Women are not pressured to have children, they have the medical support they need empowering them to choose freely. As each child develops, their virtual family will shift to suit their growing needs. The code for a virtual family is a purely straightforward software exercise. But are we ready for such great changes in our society? We are not reducing the CO2 we are dumping in the air, perhaps we can sink some out. One such sink, that we have sorely neglected, is the Earth's soils. Soils can adsorb and store enormous amounts of carbon, but only if they are healthy. A healthy soil is a rich dark mixture of decaying organic matter, roots of living plants, and a thriving ecology of fungus and small animals. Our current farming practices have wrecked many soils throughout the world, but we know how to restore them. Imagine an Earth where not one feedlot for cattle survives. Yet vast numbers of ruminate animals are raised, and harvested, in a symbiotic relationship with grass. The cattle eat the grass, harvesting the sun's energy. Their digestion breaks down this year's growth and returns the wastes to fertilize next year's growth. This system, called regenerative agriculture, builds up depleted soils, but it takes a lot of people power to manage. We need to design a robot, perhaps based on an all-terrain vehicle, that can herd cattle and work with people too. This robot will also need to monitor both the health of the cattle and the health of the soil. Quite a new type of cowboy. Quite a new type of world. This is only a quick glimpse at our new Earth. Like the Beatles' Blackbird, we must embrace whatever comes. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Take on the challenges that come with a glad heart. Our little group, the Big Moon Dig, is facing this problem with efforts to aid young people in finding a life's work that will help address our climate crisis. We have a new book out which uses short stories as an educational aid, and we have written a TV screenplay. Summer is coming. Please contact us if you are interested in any of these projects or have ideas on a society for a sustainable hothouse Earth. Enjoy, Tom Riley and Dusty04, The Big Moon Dig.